And hey, everybody. Good morning. Happy Thursday. I'm Rob Booker, best-selling author of Adventures of a Currency Trader, Trading by Faith, and Tale of Two Cities. Just kidding. Hey, the lottery drawing was like a day ago, and somebody in South Carolina won $1.5 billion or whatever it was, lump sum payment of $800 million. And I heard the statement, I wonder what person will win the lottery. And I thought to myself, people don't win the lottery. The lottery wins people, right? I mean, if you are even watching a video like this or anything else, that means you have a phone with an internet connection, and theoretically inside of that phone you have contacts, which means you have people that you can call, which means you've already won the lottery. You've got an electronic device that can do almost anything. You can build a business from that electronic device. And then you have people in your life that you can call. That's pretty amazing. If you don't have anybody that you could call, and no one likes you, and you have no friends, I don't know, just let me know in the comments. I love you. Anyway, today, I did some live trading. I'm going to show you that. I recorded the video. First I thought it was going to be terrible. Then I thought it was going to be great. And then at the end, I was going to just, well, I'll let you watch it all the way to the end. As you know, I'm trying to get, I got my small account of $500 up to $1,980. Then it was $1,973. And my thing is, for the last 2 weeks, I've been trying to get that over the $2,000 mark. And this morning, I thought that's exactly what might happen. All right, take a look at this 5-minute chart here. Printing a super pin bar looking candle. And so on the next 5-minute contract, I want to go bullish on something that's going to close above 1385. It's going to be pretty expensive when this contract comes out. It's going to be really expensive when this contract comes out. I would even trade the 1389, but I think that there's a really nice chance that oh wow, that's pretty inexpensive. I would trade one of those. All right, so it's open. Wow, okay. So we have a super pin bar looking candle and reversal candles on the 1-minute chart as well down here. And what are we looking at on RSI is significantly low. It really dipped into super negative territory. Yeah, we paid about the least amount of money that I could imagine paying, and there's no chance that I would regret holding on to this trade because I paid so little for it. So we got the 1385. We're trading at 1376, so 9 pips lower than that right now. And we really just need to jump up toward the middle of this Bollinger Band. That's all we really need. And we have 3 minutes and 41 seconds to do that. And I think that's a reasonable thing to do. Right. 5-minute charts here. We may see some sustained movement lower, and that would be, I could imagine seeing that, but it's been a long time since we've seen the middle Bollinger Band. It's likely that because we paid so little for this, that it is going to be profitable at some point. It just increases the likelihood of its profitability because we paid so little for it. I haven't looked at one of these charts in a long time. Let's take a look at the chart. So here's our chart. Can't really, it's hard to, I don't really know how to move the, no, there we go. That's how you move the chart around. Oh, nice. So there's our trade right here. And price is down here. And price, that's a terrible looking chart, isn't it? Let's just look at this. Oh, nice bullish movement. This ought to go profitable here. with 2 minutes left to go. And we paid so little for it, we can hold on to this all the way to expiration if we want. Oh yeah, there it is. Nice profit. Nice. Keep going. I would take, we're at the Bollinger Band, the middle of the Bollinger Band, which is exactly where I wanted to go. With 2 minutes left to go, we weren't in the money. So what I want to do is see if I can get, I'm going to put a limit order in maybe. Take any amount of profit that we can get. Oh, look at that go. That could be really nice. Ooh, that's beautiful. Wow, look at that. 1383. We paid so little for it. We really ought to let this go all the way to expiration. $31. Oh, am I going to go over 2,000? Oh, look at that. I'm over the 2,000 mark. Take it. Oh my gosh, I didn't get over the 2,000 mark. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm 35 cents away. Can you see me banging my head against what? All right. Oh, this will make a good video. Holy moly. All right, so here's my comment about this experience. Fudge muffin. Oh my gosh. What a ride. So I want to break down for you what exactly happened there. So I got in the trade and paid like $7.75 in order for the potential to make, like 92. And the closing price was around 41. But I had pulled up the order window, and the order window had a limit of $8.25 in the order window. And so when I sent the order, it didn't fill me at $8.25. It filled me at 35, which means I should have canceled out that limit price and put a limit price in of something I really liked. But in the heat of the moment, I don't know, whatever. So here I am, 35 cents away from this midterm goal that I told you was going to be really difficult. And but I want to tell you the rest of the story, and it's about the rest of the trading today. I started the trading off today with a trade on the European interest rate decision, and initially after the decision was made, there was almost no movement in the market. And I had a bunch of trades that were going to profit from price going up or down. And it took the press conference to create the movement that would have theoretically brought me a profitable trade. But that movement was erratic and somewhat disorganized, and it wasn't decisive. Remember, we talked about decisiveness early on in the week. And that movement after the report wasn't decisive. And I think that's because although they kept interest rates the same, and they said they are going to end the bond buying program in December, and they're at $15 billion a month, but they're going to keep interest rates low all the way through next summer. And then there's all these considerations and concerns about the German elections, and about Italian bonds, and about the Italian budget, and there's just so much uncertainty that although maybe there was one thing bullish in favor of the euro, there was a bunch of things that were bearish as well. And so price couldn't really get its firm footing going upward. And so it was not decisive. And it's really important to draw boundaries and have standards and know exactly what it is that you want to see when a trade is open. By the time the trade is open, you can't be thinking about what you want to see at that point. You have to know in advance before you go in what it is that you want to see. And what I want to see is decisive movement that continues and stays profitable. I don't want to see movement that is bouncing back and forth between profitability. I want to see something that is marching forward in the money, in profit, and staying there. And if it doesn't do that, then I want to be out of it. I don't want to be in that trade at all. So I closed those news-related trades with basically break even. It was a little bit less than break even. And so I went from, like, I don't know, before the news came out, and I'm going to get these numbers a little bit mixed up, but 1983, and when those news trades were closed, probably 1975. And so it may be an $8 loss, but a really manageable amount of money lost. And I had the chance to do over 100 and get my account over that $2,000 mark. So I had the chance to do it, and everything was fine. But I got out of these trades because they just weren't moving and they weren't decisive. And instead of losing $75 and having the whole thing get mixed up, I lost 8 or 6 or 5 or 1 or whatever it was, and I lived to fight another day. And part of the reason is I have, as you know, all through the month of October and into the month of November, I'm going to donate a portion of my account profits, 50% of whatever profits I make, even if they're small and insignificant, fine. I can keep doing this forever as long as I want. But I'm going to donate half of the profits that I make to a charity that provides relief efforts to the people affected by Hurricane Michael. That's the one that hit the Florida Panhandle. I might have the name of the hurricane wrong, but the concept here. And you might think, oh, okay, he's bragging about charity. It's probably not going to end up being a lot of money, and I'm not doing this to brag. And listen, I'm not even asking you to donate. All I'm saying is this is very selfish, because I think more highly of the charity at times of emotional stress than I do of anything else. Meaning, when I was in an indecisive trade and I needed to close it, I thought of the charity and I said, if I leave this open and I lose $75, that's money I'm taking away from the charity. If I close it now and I break even, I give myself a chance to fight another day for the higher cause, for the bigger purpose, bigger than myself. All right, that works. That worked for me. That worked great. And then when I was about to take a trade from those short-term charts that we just looked at, so I was on the short-term charts, trade number 1, I almost pulled the trigger and it was too expensive, so it passed me by. So I said pass. Why did I say pass? This trade would have been very profitable, but it would have cost me $30 to get in, and that would have been my risk. And so my risk to reward ratio was good, but it wasn't excellent. Then trade number 2, on the next 5-minute candle, there was no trade at all. It moved so fast that every single trade that I could take was so expensive. It was, the risk to reward ratio was terrible, like risk 90 to make 10. And then on the third pass, I waited about a minute after the new contract popped up, and then, and only then, I noticed that I could risk 7 to make 93, and that was the one. That was the one. And as soon as my account went over the 2K mark, as you watched in that video, I pressed the button, and of course now here we are 35 cents lower than 2K, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to stop and think and consider on, the whole, I don't know what I'm going to do next, but it's been a good day so far, and I put myself in a position to win. And I think the conclusion here is, when the market is indecisive, when it's not doing what you thought it might do, when you set a standard before the trade was taken for what you need to see in order to keep the trade open. If that's not happening, you close the trade. You hire slow and you fire quickly. I like that concept a lot, and I think it makes a lot of sense in cases like this. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Rob Booker. Most of these videos in the future going forward are going to be on YouTube. So if you're not already a subscriber to the YouTube channel, go to youtube.com/RobBooker and subscribe to the channel. The new class is ready. It's out. It's available. It's all of the stuff I just talked about. And you can get more information at robbooker.com. You can get the class. Once this goes away at the end of October, this new class will go away, and I will put it in the vault, and it will not be available under any circumstances to anyone at any price, I suppose for lifetime members, but it will not be available for 12 months. So it's going away, maybe 24 and maybe forever. And that's just so I get a group of people interested, I get a group of people in the class. I'm not going to sit here and talk about this all day long. It bores me to death. I would love to have you in the class. Love you very much. I say that all the time, but I do. In fact, one of you is a subscriber to the channel and reached out to me and said, hey, do you want to have lunch? So we're having lunch today. And I love you. I love all of you. I can't wait to see you again tomorrow. I'm Rob Booker. Have a great day, everybody. Oh, and don't forget to watch a video, subscribe to the channel, do all that kind of stuff. Bye for now.